Welcome to Simply Happy, a show where you'll be learning how to shift to a more positive perspective in easy-to-manage steps. Who am I? My name's Olivia. I'm a mother, a wife, the driven woman behind SimplyOli.com, and someone who ditched depression and bipolar disorder through mastering my mindset and emotions. So let's chat about some tips that have helped transform my life, because life doesn't need to look perfect to be happy. Hey there, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Happy. It's your girl, Olivia from SimplyOli.com, coming at you with the street smarts of mental health, because that's what's up. I'm sorry, I'm extra today. Hey! So today we are going to talk about why your time was not wasted. And I know that's so incredibly vague, Olivia. Wow, that's not specific at all. Why should I have even tuned into this episode? Anyway, we're going to talk about time wasted, and that's in regards to, honestly, you as an entire human being, even things like relationships or things that you did that maybe didn't work out. Trust me, this episode's worth it. Don't judge me, please. Anyway, before we dive in, I hope you take a minute, maybe 5, and leave not only this podcast a review, but everybody else that you listen to. I hope you leave everybody an awesome review, share the love, give back a little, and just bring a little light into some people's lives, especially all the people that take the time to put stuff together for you to listen to. I mean, I love listening to podcasts as well, so it's really great when you can share the love like that. Anyway, if you don't have iTunes, also, just send them a message. Stalk them, find them, send them a message, tell them how much you care and you love them and you think they're awesome. That's all I have to say about that. Anyway, so, yeah, your time was not wasted. I have seen this come up in so many different forms, and that's what's fascinating about it. We all, there's this weird obsession with something didn't pan out the way I planned, therefore time was wasted. I wish I could have gotten that time back. Yada, yada, yada. I have kind of always been a believer in, no regrets. That's just me. But what it really does boil down to is if you are regretting things, if you do feel like your time was wasted in certain scenarios, then you aren't taking value from what you learned in that situation. You aren't finding the opportunity to educate yourself from what you went through. And so that's where your time really wasn't wasted. So I'm going to give a couple examples, and then I'm going to kind of go into the you as a human being, big picture kind of thing. So I went to college, and I went to college with other people because it was a college, and other people went to that college. Wow, fascinating. Regardless, there are people that graduated, went on to do what they went to school for. So they got the degree in a specific thing, and they're off doing a job in that specific field. Right. That's typically how those things work. Then you have the select few. It's really not a few sometimes, but you have some people that get the degree, graduate, don't get the job for whatever reason. I'm not going to get into that, but they don't get the job in their field and they're doing something else, and therefore they get angry. They get frustrated because that degree, that money, that time they spent was a freaking waste. Right? That's ridiculous. So you're telling me, there's so many things. They're just not finding the opportunity in what they learned. So you still, in a time like that, right, you build relationships. You are educated on not just what's in your field, but probably other things as well. You learn just how to function differently. You grow as a person. There are so many things that happen in the 2, 4, 6, 8, however many years you're at school, regardless. So when, I already said it, when you view something as wasted time, you are not taking the time to find the opportunity, the things to learn from. This also pops up in relationships. When a relationship. I was in a relationship for 2 years. I had a friend, I've had people that have been in relationships for 4+ years, right? Marriages, even, all the things. But they're in these relationships. We're all in these relationships for a while. And then they don't go they stop. They end. It's not time wasted because you really did learn about what you do like in people, what you don't like in people, what you mesh well with. You learned about yourself as a person. You've grown and changed because of another human being's behavior. So really it is about finding the lessons in that. So this is where the big picture you comes in, because I just want to get to that. We spend a really long time, right, crafting who we are as people. Years, decades. You get what I'm saying? We've been working on it since we were freaking kids, okay? We spent a really long time. I spent 20, plus years being who I am. So I'm going to give you an example. When I made the shift, 6 years ago? How old was I? I don't even know. Like 6 years ago, to be a more positive person, live a happier lifestyle, to put myself first, take priority in my own life. When I started making that shift, it was hard. Dude, you worked really hard to be who you are. And to let go of that and start new, sometimes that's necessary, but that's really hard. You've built a reputation. People know you for something. It's like breaking a habit. It's like watching a TV show that all of a sudden takes a total plot twist where you're just like, whoa, aliens? Well, I was watching a cop show. It's that. I unfortunately had built a reputation around how tough I was, how in your face I could be, how brutally honest I was. Honestly, even how physically violent I could be. It's so unfortunate. I was not a horrible person, but I was also not a great person. So when I made this shift, it was a really weird adjustment when people started sending me messages saying like, oh, the world needs more people like you. You're so nice. You're so kind. You're so sweet. That was a weird adjustment for me because I had worked my whole life to build up a really thick wall and a really tough skin. And so taking all that away was really vulnerable for me. Just hearing people say things like, oh, I'm going to change. I'm going to be this other kind of person. Oh, but don't worry. I'll still do the thing that you know me for. I'll still be that person that you know. Stop trying to live up to other people's expectations. It's okay to let go, feeling the need to be, I don't know, what everybody thinks you should be or you were. Your time, so I could look at this and be like, my entire life was wasted, right? I spent so much of my time being depressed and being angry. I could be so mad right now because I wasted so much of my life not being a positive person, not building a better life for myself. I spent a lot of time not caring about being alive, not even wanting to be alive. I could let that sit on me so heavily. But I know that my time wasn't wasted. It educated me to be the person I am today. I went through all of that crap. I went through bad relationships. I went through just being a mean person and being a really sad person it helped me be the kind person because I chose to let go of those things and to not be that person anymore. I chose to not look at my time as wasted. I chose to grow from it and be somebody new and not feel like I had to do all the things I was known for. And honestly, what I'm working on right now, and I'll just be straight with you, is I am so used to, in order to feel secure, when I'm around a bunch of people, I am over the top. I am crazy. I am in your face. I'm pretty obnoxious. because that's like comedy is like my safe zone. That's like my defense mechanism. And I am trying to learn how to exude a calm, collected confidence in a room of people without feeling the need to like be over the top. So that's another part of me like I'm learning to let go of. I don't need to be that person anymore. I don't want to be that person anymore. And that time being that person wasn't wasted. So I want you to really reflect if there's something that you've been trying to grow past, if there's a person you want to like if there's a story that you've been telling yourself about who you are, about the way that your life is, and you want to let go of that story, stop telling it and just be grateful for what it was, learn from it, and don't look at it as time wasted. But if we keep trying to attach ourselves to things, it's hard to grow from it because we keep wanting to hold on to the past. So if there's something like that for you, I encourage you to like sit down and take some time to think about like, do I feel like there's any areas of my life where I would view them as like time wasted, or are there things that I'm still clinging to because I don't want to feel like that time was wasted? I stayed in a relationship for so long because I worked really hard to be in that relationship. Dude, that was a really unhealthy relationship. It was mentally abusive on me. But I worked really hard to get it, and so I didn't want to think my time was wasted. That's absurd. So if there's something you're holding on to, or there's a regret that you have, let it go. Don't look at it as time wasted. And be excited to move forward. All right, it got really intense and serious at the end. So let's bring let's bring the fun back. Anyway, that really is it for this episode though. I hope it helped you. I hope you share this on social media or share it with a friend or someone that you think it could help. Just sharing the love, with reviews and things and stuff. Regardless, I'm done. Anyway, and I hope you check out SimplyOli.com if you dig what I do and you want to find more, because obviously this is just a free podcast. So there is more that I do, and there's more there. Thank you so much for listening. I love you so much. As always, you keep staying simply awesome. I'll keep staying Simply Oli, and I'll chat with you on the next pod. Bye.